Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this evening, well, early this evening, I should say, for a movie review. And this is for the movie Memory that I got done watching, the Liam Neeson movie that came out April 29th of this year. So, yeah, it's a 2022 movie, so I'm going to be discussing what I watched for this movie, this hour and 54-minute movie, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this movie review. Uh, so yeah, Liam Neeson stars in this movie, and Guy Pearce is in this as well. And I don't hate Guy Pearce as an actor. It's just some of the movies he's been in, like the last movie he was in last year, the Without Remorse. That was kind of an underwhelming movie. It wasn't terrible, it just was meh, at least. This one, however, is sadly disappointing because the script. I get that the script is about a girl, this 13-year-old girl that gets killed or whatever, but they think it's Liam Neeson that did it, the FBI agents and all that. They're suspecting that it's either him or someone else, but it was someone else that did it. And then he has to go after the people that hired him because he's like an assassin. Liam Neeson is in the movie. His name's Alex Lewis or whatever, his character's name. So Alex has to find a way to remember things because he tends to go through short-term memory loss or whatever. And I'm like, really? That's the plot you came up with? I'm like, this movie is kind of not that great. It's sort of bad, honestly. I don't hate Liam Neeson as an actor, but some of the movies he's in nowadays, like Blacklight, I didn't like that movie, due to the fact that it was not very good. The script was very disappointing, and yeah, this movie, however, seems to be a little going downward with what it's going for. Meaning the script is not very well written, and they're just come. I think Liam Neeson's just doing it to have a job and all that, which I can completely understand. I know he's gone through a lot recently, uh, but it's the fact that the script he was given, he was like, okay, I'm on board, but it was just. I can't spoil what happens to his character, of course. It's a movie you got to see for yourself to see what you think of it. But at the end of the day, I was disappointed with this movie. I think it's pretty bad. Honestly, it's like, yeah, you got Guy Pearce in this movie, and he wasn't bad in this movie. I didn't hate his character. It's just this overall flow of the movie and the script just bored the shit out of me. So, yeah, I was just like, this is so an underwhelming movie again from Liam Neeson. And I don't mean to sound like a douche right now, but yeah, Liam Neeson, he's just been in bad movies recently, unfortunately. So, yeah, this is the script they were given, and I guess they played along with it, even the other actors and actresses. And the girl that was in The Matrix that played the Merovingian's girl or whatever, um, she's actually the bad guy in this film. And yeah, she was interesting as a character, but I wouldn't say I was very intrigued by her character too much, meaning I wasn't interested in that character. I was mostly interested in when she's gonna die, of course, in the movie, of course. But first score for me, I'm gonna give Memory a 5 out of 10. It was not very good. I just was bored with this movie, and it was underwhelming too. Um, the reason why I'm giving it that rating is because the script overall is just not very well suitable for me, and it's very underwhelming. And just him going after contract killers and the people that hired Liam Neeson's character in the movie, just it seems like it's already been done, this movie, before in many movies. But the fact that he was going after people that were uh, that did kill the girl or whatever and other things like that. So, yeah, I can understand that concept of the movie, but then it drags on and then it gets boring and then it just gets underwhelming to watch. So you're like, oh, fuck this movie. But in my opinion, I didn't like it, so 5 out of 10. That's why I gave it that rating. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Memory movie if you've seen it. And if you enjoyed this movie review I made for you guys, hopefully you can understand my perspective on it. Keep in mind, I'm just expressing my own opinion on this movie. You can watch it yourself to see what you think of it. I wouldn't say going into it you're gonna have a well, you're just gonna be disappointed and kind of bored to death with this movie because the movie drags on quite a bit, and it's longer than the Blacklight movie that Liam Neeson was in. And that's saying something because you know that the script they were given was Alex is a worker, an assassin, or whatever, and then Liam Neeson's character, Alex, and he has to go after people that hired him that were that did kill the 13-year-old girl, and then he loses his memory while trying to remember things that he forgot or whatever. So that was a pointless script, and I was like, this is just gonna be an underwhelming movie again. So it's a shame that Liam Neeson's in these kinds of movies nowadays, but what you gonna do? I guess he just needed money for doing this movie, which I can understand that. But it's just the script writers and the director just didn't do a good job on this movie, in my opinion. So that's going to be it for what I thought of this movie. If you did enjoy this movie review, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I should have mentioned what the movie was clearly about, the whole premise. But I may have drifted off onto what my overall thoughts are on the movie. And I was giving my overall thoughts on it, in my opinion, and my opinion on it. And basically, I wasn't a fan of this movie. I was just bored with this movie. I was like, oh, please let it end. Kind of like that. But hey, there's going to be hits and misses with movies. This one was a complete miss. But hopefully the next movie I watch will be a little more interesting. But anyway, stay safe, take care. Sorry for dragging this video out pretty long. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you in my next review.